Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ademola Adeniyi. If you are just seeing my video for the first time, I post about scholarship information. So today, I'll be sharing with you guys a new scholarship from TotalEnergies, which is the International Master Scholarship, tenable in France. So it means they are giving opportunity for you to study in one of the top universities in France. The scholarship is full package, that is tuition, monthly stipend, flight ticket, and in fact, you have the opportunity to receive a lot of benefits, even more than what is stated. And without further ado, let's get started. And like I already mentioned, the deadline is approaching. I think it is around April 10, 2024. So you really want to submit your application as fast as possible. So without further ado, let's get started. So now I'll be taking us through the website. Majorly, this is the website for application. We have the International Master's Degree Scholarship for indigenes of Nigeria, basically for the citizens of Nigeria. So yeah. So majorly they are looking for candidates with a university bachelor's degree obtained not earlier than 5 years ago, and you should have a minimum of second class upper division. And also you must have completed your mandatory NYSC scheme. So the master's program that are sponsored are programs in management science, engineering, and geosciences. So also the context and environment, young Nigerian scholars for master's degree programs in management science, engineering, geosciences, that is oil and gas related, in universities in France. They said additional information. The award is full board. That is, it is a full funded scholarship. So if you are opportune to get this scholarship, you are in a very good situation, basically. Because I've seen scholars from this scholarship program, and I've seen the kind of opportunity they receive. Specifically, if you're in like Paris region, they tend to pay you more for your monthly stipend. I think around 1,200 euros compared to people schooling in other regions in France. So in order for us to know the step in submitting a successful application, you click on apply, just like I've done. Then you scroll down. We have like the application is in 3 steps: the data privacy, personal information, specific questions, accept and submit your application. So I think it's nice to just click, if you are just applying for the first time, you click on apply without creating an account. I think that's fine. It's not a big deal. Apply without creating an account. So we scroll down. Yeah, your gender for me. So I'm going to supply my first name. So I'll supply my information. Country, of course, Nigeria. So I'm going to supply that. Yeah, they told me to add my resume. So here you just have to upload your CV basically. So yeah, I think I'm not sure if I have my CV yet, but let's see if I have one here. So I can just upload something. So I'm just trying to upload just another document. Yeah, they said add a cover letter. So I think it is important for you to add a cover letter. You don't want to shortchange yourself. So it's important you add a cover letter or motivation letter basically. So you can just attach it to the selection committee of Energy International Master Scholarship. So of course you start with letter of cover letter for International Master Scholarship application. You start to go on about um, describing your motivation to apply, try to share your experience, the type of master's program you want to apply to, the school you really want to apply to, why you want to apply, why you are interested in France, so what you want to be doing for your M2 program. So I think you should explain something like that there. And then you end with, thank you for considering my application. Then you say yes. Then you terminate it with your name, basically. Also, other file, I think you should upload other document that strengthens your application. Specifically what they already mentioned, you should upload your NYSC certificate, your bachelor's certificate, or your statement of result. You can attach your transcript. One thing you really want to do here is, I think if you are uploading other files, it's just enable you to upload just a single document. So there are various websites in which you can merge all these PDF documents together. So I think it will be okay for you to upload all these documents if you really want to consider. Because I think apart from this part, there's no way you'll be able to upload other documents. So make sure you upload the document that strengthens your application. I still have a particular slide to show us that explain the selection process of this particular scholarship. So yeah, I'm going to be clicking I acknowledge. So the next, we'll be waiting for the next. Yeah. So the next is specific questions. Did you class or first degree obtained? Let's say I have obtained second class offer, first degree bachelor's, discipline maybe in engineering. Do you have eligibility to work in Nigeria? Yes. Gender, male for me. Do you have the NYC discharge or exemption certificate? Yes. Other qualifications, probably you hold a master's. Maybe if you don't have, you can just select other qualifications, select an option. I think you can just put bachelor's basically. So just select bachelor's because I think there's no how you can select. Okay, maybe you have other what's it called, other qualification. You can select OND or something like that. So make sure you select, even though you have master's degree before, I think you can also select it that you have master's degree before. So it will also boost your application. And if you do not want to declare it, it is fine. So yeah, state of origin. So you can select your state of origin, let's say in my case, Oyo. So continue. So yeah, we are on to the last step. So the last step, do you accept to be placed in the talent pool? Basically, they want to be sending you opportunities in your email. So you can accept or refuse if you want. So I'll just click on submit and the application finishes. So there's no like provide recommendation letter. Of course, if you have a recommendation letter, you can add it to those list of documents. It also strengthens your application. Make sure you add as much document as possible that you think will strengthen your application because the next step is the aptitude test questions exam, basically. So once you are able to pass the first stage in which they will try to screen the applicants, the next step is for you to write an aptitude test, followed by the next step is the interview stage. And after the interview stage, you'll be waiting for the selection result. If you will be among, because from previous years, they have always been selecting 10 candidates from Nigeria. So you really want to put your best foot forward. So I think this will go a long way. So as I was trying to check the internet on this particular scholarship, I stumbled upon a particular document, which is Total International Master's Degree Scholarship Scheme by Total Education International Network by Azu Ike. So this presentation, I found it online and it's by Azu Ike that presented this particular uh, PowerPoint or owns this particular PowerPoint. So when I was trying to check, they said majorly they fund 10 scholars annually among high flyer candidates from Nigeria. So also Total is in collaboration with French Embassy sponsor. Total in collaboration with the French Embassy sponsor these 10 scholars to obtain MSc degree in France, basically. And in these three key areas of study, engineering, geosciences, and management sciences, like business management, accounting, law. So like these are the values of the total scholarship. I think these are some of the things you want to include in your cover letter. So these are like some of you try to say that the value of this total scholarship actually resonates with yours as well. So mention all these things. Of course, you don't have to copy and paste, but you have to rewrite them in your own word. Also, these are the partner universities. There's something that is very important that you have to take note. Make sure, as you are applying for the scholarship, you are also seeking for admission in this school. Because I have a previous scholar that he got the scholarship, but the problem was to secure an admission. So he had to like message a lot of schools, and in fact, most of these schools they already closed their admission application. So one thing I would really advise you is that check all these schools. They call Demain Donan, they call Demain Dopari, Telecom Pari, all these schools. I think they're engineering schools, also business schools. Check them if you're in business administration, law, something like that, and also all these universities. I think you really want to check all of them. Even though if the portal is closed, mention that you are an applicant from Nigeria, you are also applying for the total scholarship. So I think from previous years, they've received students that benefited from the total scholarship. I think they can give you an opportunity for you to register for admission. So yeah, look into these schools, check them one after the other, and look for admission in these schools. One thing you really want to have in mind, if you're applying for M1 program, it means you'll be spending 2 years in France. If you're applying to just M2 program, it means you'll be spending 1 year for your master's degree. It's very important that you learn that. Also, the process I already explained, you apply. Of course, this is not the website. They changed the website for application. So, okay, the condition for application. After that, you'll be shortlisted for aptitude test. Following, you will be invited for an interview if you pass the aptitude test. Also, selected candidates are responsible for applying to any of the earlier stated university for admission into the master's program. So I think this is really important that we know that you'll be deemed a scholarship recipient only upon gaining admission into one of the approved universities. So I think, of course, when you apply, I already mentioned, make sure you go into this website to seek for the admission, basically. Yeah, the benefit of the scholarship, a lot, travel expenses, tuition fee, living expenses, logistics support, free health insurance, also French language training, basically. Yeah, the benefit, they also advise people to return back to their country when they finish their masters. Of course, this is not like a mandatory rule. I don't know. Of course, it can change. Maybe this year it will be different. But from over the years, I've seen scholars that they stay back in France when they completed their studies. So I don't think this is binding. But of course, probably it will change. I don't know. But over the years, I don't think it's binding. Yeah, what is required of you, like we already said, read and understand this presentation, consider what you would like to study if granted a scholarship. From the list of universities earlier provided, find a university that offers that course. Motivation letter explaining clearly your educational path, professional experience, also, and your future prospects. So basically, if you are selected for the interview, make sure you like have this type of consideration in place, and also prepare for the interview, of course. Lastly, so I think that's the end of the document, and also there's some disclaimer and copyright preservation. So yeah, so without the express written, so you cannot reproduce this material basically. So yeah, so that is the document I found online. So majorly, um, that is all about total scholarship. If you still have more questions to ask, drop them in the comment. I will answer them. So this will be the end of the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And see you guys very soon. Good luck in your application.